good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Kind of depends on where you're at. And welcome back to another episode of Solely Voids, a free-to-play series where we only use Void champions. We've had a lot going on over the last few days, but yesterday we managed to get a 5th clan boss key in, as we got one from the Alice chest. So that means we were able to top chest Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. So my expectations are quite high. But keep in mind, we're solely looking for a Void Shard. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Sacred Shards, pretty nice. Because it's just more, now that's real nice. It's just more fuel to the potential fire that we have. That is just resources for whenever the next big event comes rolling around. Whether it be a guaranteed champion card flipping event, or maybe even just a fusion. Sacreds are very valuable in that way. Okay, so what have we been doing? Well, we've been farming Dragon. Yeah, Dragon. Because we need 2 more sets of 25, so we need 50 more fragments. So we're approaching this. Might as well. Likely to. Not a guarantee. Just try to push to get this epic book. I'm also going to not try to use any more gems if I can and see if we can get a little bit of stockpile. But if we do that, that is only going to take me to 50, where I need another one. I'm going to need another one. And I think that is going to be in the Classic Arena tournament. I just don't think I've maxed that out yet. And I have 2 days to do that. So we're basically locked in. We're locked in. We're getting two. We're getting another copy of Sabbatha, which is quite good. As you know, that we're going to put her in the Faction Crypt and then Faction Guardian, rather. But then additionally, how we're going to use her is we will +1 her. So that is just a nice way for us to get a champion with some extra stats. The increased defense, increased attack. Going to be big for, at minimum, Faction Wars. But I think we're going to be able to squeeze her in other spots as well. Okay, this is perfect timing that we're getting this 500. Because we are just casually pushing between Ramontu and Marius missions. We just don't have all that champions for the Rosin fusion, so this one's pretty much at a standstill. But this one we have decided to make a push for, and you may be wondering, like, where did I get all these soul stones? Man, I got a lot of them. Well, what I've actually been doing is I have just been pushing into Iron Twins. Just been pushing into Iron Twins. Now, pretty much universally, 13 is at best a sketchy run. It's not one that we pass regularly, but it just kind of depends. So I've messed with my team a little bit. I've decided to go with Togren for the speed lead, heals, cleanses. And then obviously the Sir Nick Lady Noelle combination gives us a lot of unkillable. But then, you throw in Nia as a little protection because it's not speed tuned at all. This is just a team of champions that I threw together. But it's been pretty successful overall. And then we're using Cold Heart as our damage dealer in combination with Noelle's protected Brimstone. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Periodically we do have somebody go down, but Noelle seems to be tanky enough. The Guardian set, and then Togren's Masteries, I can't remember what it's called, but they're essentially very similar, just different percentages. They absorb damage, so when we do get a random hit that we don't have unkillable, they soak up a ton of it. But yeah, it's been a pretty reliable team. The only thing I wish we could do is always have Nia target Coldheart with her like cleanse and heal. Because if we were able to do that, then we'd be able to get back to that Heartseeker a lot faster. So here's an example. Some teams outran their unkillable buff. Yeah. And there is a certain move. I'm not sure if it's a particular one. But there is... I don't know what ability it is. There is one that like will ignore unkillable, but not like for everybody necessarily. Alright, so either way, this is kind of just what it looks like. See, that one ignored unkillable for Coldheart. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. Because I have, on my main account, I have an unkillable team. Just straight up. It's speed tuned. So I don't know if it's tuned around avoiding that or making it not even happen. We'll ignore unkillable buffs whenever the Iron Twin is equal to... Yeah, I don't know how we do it. Must just be able to tank it. I mean, obviously, main account, my team's pretty good, but... So what we're going to do is we're going to get some more Mortal Stones from these runs, hopefully, and then actually what I'm hoping is that this turns into a reliable run where we're just going to be getting Mortal Stones as well as Essence on a fairly regular basis. We just need to be able to keep that Coldheart alive. I'm hoping that we do not lose this in the home stretch here. Okay. Hopefully that's game. No, this... Shoot, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, we don't lose the key, apparently. Man. 12 has been a bit more reliable. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish running these keys. It seems like 12 is the area for us. And then what we're going to do is we will check back in when it's all done so we can finish that mission. See you in a bit. Well, at least now we know. It's not 100%. We likely knew that coming into this. Okay. That's fine because that is going to get me what I wanted anyway, and that's the ability to beat this Marius mission. Because now I got 2 of these, and you know what? I don't know if I ever have to have a mission for that, for this type, so I think I'm going to hang on to that. Alright, so we beat this, a few more soul stones, and clear mode, hard mode stage 3 in the Dragon's Lair 20 times. This is easy because we are actually farming stage 10 with another Noelle, Nia, Togren team. It's the same team, but with a Kempton. Which kind of brings up why I haven't really tried to push a speed-tuned team with them, because I'm using them in just so many different places. They're since they've been fixed to work the way that they want to, I basically use them in everything. Obviously some of like the specific, these two, but that same team's in my Ice Golem team. It's my Dragon team in Doom Tower. they are the ones clearing the waves. And I've gotten to the second version of the Griffin. And so we're farming that with, again, the same team. So we're getting a little bit of, what do you call it? We only really have one team now. It seems like, but it's because that specific team is just so powerful. Like, always unkillable, always healed up. Tolgren speed lead, turn meter boost. If the unkillable's down, Tolgren's got the passive that gives them extra HP. It's a pretty good combination. So just kind of looking at the builds for that. Lady Noelle, just defensive percent, HP percent. You know, try to find speed in the subs where I could. It's not like perfect build. I do have a good little bit of accuracy in her because there are some circumstances where I don't use her with Sir Nick. We'll talk about that here in a second. But then just, yeah, substats, I just try to find speed while keeping her as tanky as possible. Okay, Sir Nick. You know, there originally was going for like a damage build, but he just doesn't really deal very good damage. I guess we could find potentially in the pinpoint set, because that is part of us. Well, actually, it does not have to be in the pinpoint. Do I have two of these? No, I do want it in the pinpoint set to keep him fast. What else is pinpoint? Oh, his banner. Okay. Yeah, just to try to keep him fast. You know, if we farm and get a nice pair of crit rate, you know, that. So this could potentially give him up to 50 more crit rate. 50 more crit rate would actually get him exactly where he's going to need to be. But then he's just going to be slower. But not by a ton. And really doesn't lose that much HP. I need to rethink. I maybe need to just put some crit rate gloves on him. Yeah, because he has accuracy for no reason at all. And this is not a half bad, because this gives crit damage and crit rate. But then we could bump it up, you know, maybe, I don't know, we'll have to see. We just need to see. All right, I need to rethink his build a little bit if I can keep him pretty fast. Okay, but otherwise, what else is going on? Yeah, we're just making pretty hard gains in some areas that we were struggling with and just kind of in the status quo. All right, but we did get some Slayer pieces from, we finished the Forge Pass, so I wanted to beef this up, and we just want crit rate. That's going to be our biggest thing, so let's just pop these off and see what we can get. I've been kind of bad about saving like big things that I want to be doing for the videos because I just kind of naturally do them as I play. All right, what do we get here? Okay, so yeah, I'll probably just keep the vast majority of these things. There's no reason to keep that. I keep it just because it's got crit rate. No. We are also like pretty much on the verge of having completely full artifact inventory. So what I need to do is actually go on a massive gear cleanse. Alright. Not actually that good of pieces, to be frank. Alright, that's okay though. Here, we'll take that. That's good. Okay, come on, give me something real good. That's not working out. That's not working out. Come on now. 2 more pieces. Give me like a crit damage. I'll probably keep that. That could just be really helpful extra crit rate on like off. See, this is for rare piece. That's exactly what we're looking for. All right, and then the other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to just get in a little extra pop of these. Actually, don't know if I want speed charm on it. That's my most important because I kind of want to just try to snipe a 6-star pair of speed boots is what I'm really looking for. We'll take that. Resistance and speed is a great combination. Nope. Let's It's not half bad, actually. That could be a nice little faction war champion, even though I'm not one to keep a piece like that at all. Alright, Forge was not very lucky to us today. Otherwise, going through kind of my checklist, we've kind of upped our clan boss damage because we just started spreading the love between these three things just to try to help damage a little bit, but try to help keep us alive also a little bit. And it's actually been pretty significant. I feel like we're definitely one keying Nightmare very, very, very regularly, and we're getting pretty close to a 3 key on the Ultra Nightmare. I mean, we're still a little ways off, but we float between 20 and 25 now, so we're getting super close. We haven't done it yet, but we get in like the 60s pretty regularly between 3. So I think if I just keep pushing those, and actually I haven't had a mission for Live Arena in a couple days, but like the Live Arena crests, I mean, if I have any that I can, like speed, crit damage, that's 800. Man, these are expensive. I guess it is like pretty important part of the game. All right. No, I must have had one last night. Otherwise, I just put the, I just tried to get the mission, and then that's it. And then lastly, your guys' help was great because I haven't seen this fail yet, and this has been my event dungeon team. I do have Yakarl in the lead, so Shuzen can buff him up, but the freeze just allows us to, like, sometimes we still get true feared out of the first wave, but at least it allows me to, like, survive. Survive with most of my champions intact. Like, every now and then, like, one of these two dies with the death brand on them, and then it, like, just takes forever, but it's much more reliable at killing the wave. So shout out to the people in the comments helping me out, getting Noel in there over Arbiter. Yeah, it is. I knew that we had too many buffs, but Arbiter just only brings the increased attack. I didn't think it would impact it that much, but I think when the buffs are the same, it doesn't impact it quite as much. But otherwise, folks, that's gonna be the whole video. Really appreciate you stopping in. Hey, now's a great time if you haven't and checked it out. Free for all. Also, my free-to-play series for the Hell Hades Challenge is on episode 4. Would really appreciate if you check that out. And if you're not already, take a moment to like and subscribe on your way out. And I'll see you on the other side.